China has implemented a plan to level the playing field for all companies, whether domestic or foreign-owned, in bidding for government contracts. As long as the China-made proportion of a company's products reaches a certain point, it will qualify as made in China, and as such will be eligible for a government subsidy. Details have yet to be announced, but the plan, to be rolled out over 5 years, may remove barriers to market entry that foreign companies say that they face. Let's get more now with Xiaolin Chen, who's Head of International at KraneShares. Great to have you back on the programme. Happy New Year to you. And this is a very welcome news for foreign investors and businesses operating in China. They've long argued that they're at a real disadvantage when it comes to government procurement policies, even for products that they make in China itself. Details are being rolled out over the next 5 years, so we don't know that much. But what changes now? What changes today?
Thank you so much for having me on your show, and Happy New Year. Obviously, China's move is a significant signal that Beijing wants to keep high-value manufacturing at home while giving foreign investors a clearer and more predictable access to its vast procurement and domestic market. It obviously tightens the definition of made in China, but couples that with equal treatments for qualified foreign invested firm, which is constructive for long-term planning for sure. It also professionalizes the made in China label by requiring, like you said earlier on, substantial transformation happening in China, not just simply assembly or packaging. Now it's aligning more closely with US and EU's practice. I think that can raise qualities and value add expectations for all the producers. And now the last point, which is most important, is any companies, not only state-owned, private, and now foreign funded companies can equally, qualify for this domestic status if it meets the technical criteria. Effective from January, I think the qualifying made in China products can also receive, give or take, around 20% of the price preferences in the government procurement, which makes investments in, local manufacturing more commercially attractive.
And given the lack of specific detail right now, can these changes be factored into foreign companies' long-term investment decisions? And, is this a signal that market access barriers for foreign companies in China are really now likely to change?
I would think so. Certainly it will also help to accelerate localization of supply chains, if you think about it, because the products are manufactured or substantially transformed within China, which, with defined domestic content ratio, obviously, gain a clear competitive edge in public tenders. And for Chinese consumers, also public buyers, now they can literally stricter rules on local contents on key processes should support somehow higher product standards and technology upgrading. I think for foreign firms, particularly in long term, this policy gave the national treatments to the foreign invested enterprise in government procurements, meaning that if their products meet the made in China definition, they enjoy the price. We discussed the price preferences as they would do for the local companies. I think the rules to reduce the ambiguities, they spell out the simple packaging and branding basis or basic finishing is not enough, and now they look for more commitments.
Xiaolin Chen, always great to get your input. Thank you so much for being with us.